Puget Sound just to our west. You get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in Week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage.
And touchdown, Seattle. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you start out offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
A gain of 6 there on first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Simpson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Simpson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on 2nd down, Simpson. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And his throw is incomplete.
I see. Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go! What? Nothing!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And the big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
And they'll run it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here's Murphy. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Operating from the gun. Simpson over the middle, complete. It's Hale. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
On 1st down, Simpson buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake. Simpson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles Harris in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, and so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
A gain of 9 there, sets up 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of the offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there. 27 yards.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
No.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 2nd down, Wilson. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Wilson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing on first down, Simpson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. To actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Simpson looking downfield for Godwin. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And the Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to wind up, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. Well, we can get to the third quarter now. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Off-play action. Simpson steps away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
My baby say what's up, fellas.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On second down, here's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Solomon Thomas in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack
more
and
impressive
sack
winning
are
4
on
in
their
a row,
play sheet.
winning 1 in New York.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And his kick is good.
Right.
What y'all talking about? Katie going to New York? Yeah. I really. Hold up. If you get KD and Kyrie, would you rather AD or Zion?
Zion.
Don't you growl at me.
I want Zion.
Yeah.
That nigga boy. Develop a jump shot within the next year.
We shoot it
Man, we're
good
going to
enough.
check it out.
He already play off the ball. And the nigga healthy. You know, AD, boy, you look at that nigga too hard.
They got them fragile body types, the long, super lean type niggas. Surprisingly, KD been pretty durable. I think he had the little foot shit, but other than that,
Right. Mm-hmm.
But if you KD and Kyrie, do you think Zion give you a better chance to win now or AD?
Shit, I still think Zion, cause he a young nigga, bro. He gonna run. Shit, he gonna be healthy throughout the season.
Like AD only 25, so it's not like he not young, but I'll probably still go with Zion. At some point, I understand a nigga won't win now, but I need a nigga who gonna carry me when my shit start falling. Shit.
I'll fuck with y'all, bud. Later from the Grizzlies.
Yes, sir.
And they take a 17-14 lead. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead. That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he
But
comes
to
out
me,
on the heels
dog,
of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
you know, and this could be my personal bias, but I'm about ready for the league to reset a little bit.
They tell him, that's on me. That's my bad.
KD leads us up to a team. You still got Stephen Clay and Draymond. Let's see how good y'all three really is. You know what I'm saying? With Draymond, I think he's falling off. So can Stephen Clay keep winning? You know what I'm saying?
A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
Without the Iguodala and all these niggas, because these niggas gonna be gone now. So,
I think what we just saw there, partner,
you know,
what we call scheming
KD, you go to New York, you get
with
with somebody.
Know that he has
Ooh,
tremendous speed.
LeBron, you get you a nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Is likely running shorter routes to
The
draw the
shit kind of
attention
evenly
closer to the line of
distributed. Now
scrimmage,
that's ball.
to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Extra point right
I don't
down
know,
the middle.
really. I could see it going either way. If he's playing in Toronto, I wouldn't be tripping. I like him in Siakam. You had another piece.
The punter Pinion now to
And
kick
to me,
this
at
one
least
away.
Toronto show you they be about. But at least Toronto show you they be about trying to make moves.
And this will not be returnable. It's
You
out
know
of the
what
back
I'm
of
saying?
the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Rolling to his left, and he's going to go down again. Ryan Shazier in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Just some whole niggas. On the low, nigga. Old school.
On 1st and 10, Simpson. And he's going to go down. They get short back at the 40. Charles Harris in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy out there.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Simpson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
No, getting the 3 turned out to be.
I know you remember that. I got a pocket full of stones.
Something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep.
Good shit, boy.
Intercepted.
Fucking right.
Kevin King with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he's going to get this inside
that 1st down,
the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field.
Oh, that's wait, hold on. That what that is? I see something different from the Zebra Kings, nigga.
Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10.
like last weekend.
They did it really successfully.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Simpson looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Back to throw. Simpson. And a quick throw here. That's
Eat that
complete.
fruity pepper, baby. Eat that fruity pepper.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion...
Yeah, that was a fire album too, dog. That fucking Mississippi, dog.
Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Throwing on 3rd and long. Simpson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make him score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal, don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Wilson on 2nd down. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
A lot of people calling that man a sellout. You know what I'm saying? But shit.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Right.
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Oh, I forgot all
11
about
more
this
on that
fucking
one,
hell.
and another 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to
It's
full
a little
2-minute
bit
offense,
from
you have to up the
back
tempo,
home,
up the
dog.
urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
From the city.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They go read option with Wilson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for a loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Simpson. Throw left side complete. That's Hale. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
I hope so, dog. I mean, we need to get a spot.
Make it the
Put them in, bro.
24-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now Wilson from the gun. He'll throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Harper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
You want to see beautiful women from all over? Go down there for
throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking
I'm
outside.
bored. Nigga, no.
That's Harper.
Nigga, no.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
No.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage.
Yay.
The clock ticking under 50 seconds now.
Nigga, I would never forget this red ball from North Carolina, nigga. She came in that bitch with a fucking blue dress on.
The offense on 3rd down tonight.
Bitch, shut up, bitch.
Get in here. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
I would never forget this thing, dog. Oh, my God.
Again,
we talking about gorgeous, nigga? Dog. Nigga, you saying dog, bro, nigga? All right, nigga, fuck you, Jay. I ain't got nothing else to say. Nah, fuck that. I'm good. I'm good.
Offensively, several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play.
I was working at Harris, nigga, so I saw all the beautiful ladies.
No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Yeah, with his drunk ass.
And they'll try the ground game.
Hey, drunk ass. That nigga came in that bitch born in the fucking Buffet area and shit like that. Nigga was going off on me. Bitch, nigga, you ain't nobody special. That's why your ass can't play no game. Nah, drunk ass.
And now the spike comes with 28 seconds left on the clock.
What guns to do? Some of the worst niggas get blown at 2. Man, get the fuck. Niggas been how to handle these niggas. That's the daddy, because we got niggas. Yeah, we about counting the figures. We down south, boys, and we counting the figures. Yeah, how to treat these bitches and how to handle these niggas. Yeah, I told them niggas that on the chat the other day. Niggas were listening to me. Yeah, she said she loved me. Every time she fuck me, then she saying fuck me.
And now
every
before this
time
first
fussing.
down play, we're going to get a
sick of
timeout
hustling. Oh,
as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
You telling me nothing.
From the zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right?
For
because
real.
you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're talking.
He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Down to 7 seconds.
Niggas living like Haiti without no government, nigga. Right. Yeah, paradise.